Hello everybody and welcome to episode 16 of our Let's Play on Duel Links. We are in Zale World and want to unlock Vector here. And for that purpose I am dueling Vector at level 30 at the gate with Yuma. And this will be my third win against him at level 30, and also I want to summon number 39 Utopia against him. And after this one I will do one more duel against Vector, and that will be against him at level 10 to clear some more of his missions. Also, the other two duels against him at level 30 I did off screen, but unlike in the anime, in Duel Links Vector is not really a difficult opponent, I feel like. And honestly, I felt so confident in the fact that my deck, as basic as it is, can beat Vector, that I actually auto-dueled him at the gate twice before this. And my auto-duel, despite doing all it can to make me lose, actually won the duel. And if you know, since auto-duel is quite bad. I mean, I like the function itself, but it's not a really good function, or the AI doesn't know how to play, basically. And therefore I avoid auto-duels when I'm going for character unlock missions. However, without any disrespect towards Vector, of course, I don't think that auto-dueling him at level 30 is that much of a problem. So we are now in the second duel of this video, which is Yuma against Vector at level 10 at the gate, and I want to get a comeback victory, and I want to activate 2 spell cards. And after doing that, I also have to make sure that I collect 3 dark attribute monsters, and of course that happened off screen or on screen or whatever when opening the structure decks, when leveling up characters and stuff. You do not even need specific types, and you do not even need those to be speed cards like the Skull Servants that I get from playing a bunch of rush duels also count. Skull Servants as drop rewards after defeating some standard duelists, and I get quite a few of those. And some more stuff, so you should be able to collect 3 dark monsters easily. Also, there's like for bones this mission with collect 3 zombies or whatever it was. So if you collect 3 dark zombie monsters, you basically clear both of their unlocked missions. So getting a comeback victory, like always, means that our life points need to be lower than his at the beginning of the final turn of the duel, and activating 2 spell cards is just what it sounds like. So this was not a big deal, and Vector is unlocked. He was one of the latest characters that was added to the gate as an unlockable character for me, outside of his event, when I was playing through this account, or on this account, and playing this playthrough. Exactly. Today we are not doing a whole lot in terms of unlocking characters, but we will be able to get a total of 5 different characters. First of all, though, and I continue with that point later, first of all we are going up against Dumon at level 30 at the gate, and this will be our third win against him at level 30 with Yuma. The other 2 were off screen, just like with Vector. However, unlike Vector, I prefer dueling Dumon at level 30 myself, since he can be quite a big deal and a very difficult opponent at times for a deck as basic as mine with my limited card pool. So anyways, the characters that we are going to unlock today are Vector, we already got him, then Dumon, obviously. We complete Yuo's unlock missions in 7th World. We also get Serenity and the Paradox Brothers. And those are quite some unlocks, I must say. So anyways, we just finished this duel, and I have to summon a rank 5 monster against him one more time, or one time in general, as Yuma, and so I duel him at level 10 at the gate, so that I can actually do this. The other 2 missions again, The other two duels against him at level 30 I played off screen, as I said, and also I did this when he spawned in. So the duel you saw previously was the first level 30 duel against Dumon at the gate, which saved me quite a few gate keys in terms of unlocking him. So a rank 5, not a rank 5 or higher, don't let that one fool you, since a lot of missions say summon a rank whatever or higher, but a few, just a few, I think just 2 character unlock missions state that you have to summon a monster of a specific rank. And here this is one of them, so it's not a rank 5 or higher, which means that Order-Eyes Raging Dragon and Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon wouldn't count. However, we still have this Utopia Ray Victory guy, or whatever he's called, from the Lifetimes card list, and that guy is a rank 5 monster, which means we can actually summon that one. And that makes it so that we actually summon a few rank 5 or higher monsters in Zale World, and this one then allows us to get another Lifetimes card, which is Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray, which you can get from the Lifetimes list if Yuma summons rank 5 or higher monsters 2 times in total. And so, yeah, this number 13, C39 Utopia Ray Victory, or whatever its name is, that guy that you can get, that also works for this. And therefore, I didn't need to go for Leo Utopia Ray specifically, or for summoning this guy, like, oh, there's a standard duelist, that's easy, let me summon 2 rank 5 or higher monsters real quick. I didn't need to go after this requirement specifically, since I knew that in these unlocked duels I would be able to do it anyways. So we swapped to Reginald before, and we are now dueling Dumon again at level 10. And we need to summon number 32 Shark Drake and win the duel. Number 32 Shark Drake is added to our extra deck with a starting skill, and it is a generic extra deck monster that requires 3 level 4 monsters. So as soon as I have 3 level 4 monsters on the field, I can overlay all of them into number 32 Shark Drake and go for game. Which also covers this winning thing. We have to summon number 32 and win. Also, we had to collect 3 fairy type monsters, and again I would refer to rush duels and the drop rewards after defeating some standard duelists there, when you get some copies of Moki Moki. So that is what I had anyways, but you can get fairy monsters quite easily. So then we unlocked Dumon and can go to a different world, which is 7th world, and I am going up against Yuord level 10 at the gate, and I'm playing as Luke. This duel is quite special in the sense that I have not done the stuff that I'm about to do just yet, which is fusion summoning in rush duels. Since I need to perform a fusion summon with Luke against Yuo, and something that helps us here is the Gaia structure deck, which comes with a lot of fusion stuff. And I think you can get the Gaia structure deck from the Lifetimes list as soon as you unlock 7th world. And yeah, I opened that structure deck a little later, so I could have obtained those cards quite soon, immediately after unlocking the world, but I wanted to wait on that. So I have some fusion stuff now, and besides that, the materials for the Gaia fusions are warriors and dragons, which is mighty convenient for me, since I also need to summon a total of 7 warriors and 7 dragon type monsters in duels against Yuo. This does not have to happen in a single duel against him, it can happen over the course of several duels. Theoretically over the course of 14 duels if you want to, but honestly, who is doing that, right? So that's what we have to do, summoning some dragons and warriors and also performing a fusion summon. When it comes to fusion summoning in Rush, I actually prefer the original Gaia the Dragon Champion, but also it has a few retrains that you can summon as well, which you get from the same structure deck It's just, if I have the option, I go for the original Gaia the Dragon Champion, because it, to me, it just is such an iconic card. And honestly, how many times are we going to fusion summon it anyways, right? I do not actually have the other missions for Yuo's unlock listed here on my little sheet of paper, so I cannot tell you what else we need to do, but since we already did it in the previous episodes, you may know it by now. Also, I could just look it up, since I have a big document that has like 70 pages or whatever, which contains a lot of unlock information that I collected over the course of several years playing Duel Links on several accounts, and therefore I also have all of these character unlock missions there. But I cannot do this, or I cannot look it up while I'm recording, and that's just bad preparation on my end. But you know what we have done for unlocking Yuo, like getting a comeback victory against Luke at level 30 using Yuga. So yeah, that's that. I always despise going up against Yuo, since his monsters can attack me directly for some damage. I mean, it's not a lot of damage and I can just win the duel here, but it is annoying. And it always annoys me too when the opponent plays cards that deal effect damage to me, like Sparks, even though it's just like 200 points or whatever, and it doesn't matter in the long run since I'm going to win the duel anyways. It always makes me mad, because that means I lose my no damage taken bonus after the duel. Now, after looking at it and researching, I found the other missions, and obviously it's what I'm doing here on screen that we have left to do, which is that Yuga has to duel Yuo at level 30 and win that duel. So, to sum up, the unlock missions for Yuo were that we summon 7 warriors in duels against him, 7 dragons in duels against him, Luke performs a fusion summon against Yuo, we win a duel against Yuo at level 30 using Yuga, and Yuga gets a comeback victory against Luke at level 30. Those were the 5 missions for Yuo. And we are just about to win this duel here, and no special things we need to do here, just winning. Just smacking him for game, and then we can unlock him. So there's no extra shenanigans that we need to do, like performing a fusion summon, tributing a specific monster, or summoning a specific monster like Seventh Sword Magician, or performing a maximum summon, or getting a comeback victory or a low deck win, or whatever, winning during your opponent's turn, activating a spell card, activating a trap card. None of this actually needs to happen. We just need to win, and therefore I should wrap this duel up quite quickly. And I can, with the cards at my disposal, just activating a few spell cards here and there for funsies. And then we win, which allows us to finally unlock Yuo after a few more seconds of clicking through these missions here. The next character that we want to get is, of course, Serenity. I already mentioned her name before, and Serenity is a hidden character in DM World, the 6th hidden character now after Weevil, Bandit Keith, Ishizu, Odeon, and Mako. Now we also have Serenity as a hidden character, and her missions are available once you win 5 duels with DM World Joey, so it happens quite soon. You do not need to duel Serenity at a specific level, so you do not need to wait for the level 20 or level 30 gate, which means you can get working on Serenity's missions as soon as possible, basically, which is after just winning 5 duels with Joey, and that happens quite early. So we have to, I'm using Mai right now again, and I'm dueling Serenity at level 10 at the gate. This is the 3rd and final duel that I need to win against Serenity, since the specific mission here says that we have to win 3 duels against Serenity. And I had 2 other duels off screen, and those happened against Serenity when she spawned in the world, but I didn't want to wait any longer for a 3rd spawn, so I just went for it. Then Joey, DM Joey, had to win 5 duels in total against anyone, not just for her unlock missions to appear, but as part of her unlock as well. So Joey has to win 10 duels in total, basically, from the beginning to making Serenity unlockable. And then Serenity is also an opponent against whom we need to gain 1000 or more life points in total, which can easily happen with cards like Blue Medicine, Red Medicine, Gift of the Mystical Elf, and this water attribute monster that is in Rebecca's starting deck. So winning 3 duels against Serenity, Joey winning 5 duels versus Serenity, we gain 1000 life points for the missions to unlock Serenity, which just happened, and we are already in the next unlock here, which is of course Paradox Brothers. I swapped to DM Joey for this one since one of the missions states that Joey has to beat Paradox Brothers. And previously it was like that we have to beat them at level 30 or at level 20, and that's no longer the case, so they made it easier and I can just challenge him at level 10. I also want to perform a fusion summon and get 3000 or more points of attack in with a single attack, which is of course Red Eyes Dark Dragoon that I was using here. And then we can swap to Yami Yugi now, since Yami Yugi also needs to defeat the Paradox Brothers. And the objective here again will be that we just win the duel. Now there's some more stuff we needed to do because we had to get a quick victory against Paradox Brothers. However, when I dueled Paradox Brothers using Jaden before to have this unlock mission for Cyrus done, I actually got a quick victory with Jaden against Paradox Brothers, which also counted towards this mission here, or this unlock here specifically. So I technically do not need to get another quick victory. However, Yami Yugi is just a beast, and our cards are good enough to make a quick victory possible. So it should be fine, I reckon. And that allows us to just win this duel old-fashioned way by attacking over their life points and finally make them unlockable as characters. So we are closing in on this episode and we actually unlocked 5 characters here. So again, those being Vector, Dumon, Yuo, Serenity and Paradox Brothers. None of them is vital for any other character unlocks. However, it's nice to have them and I want to have all of them anyways in the end. So it is fine and dandy. We are also, once this episode is finished, done with 16 episodes and there are 8 more left because we have 24 in total, and that also means that we are 2/3 of the way through this Let's Play or this playthrough. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching.